Hey everybody, welcome back. Now, just for shits and giggles, we are going to go ahead and take a swipe at this dragon.
Are you still alive, trespasser? Have you come to tempt me with your tantalizing scent? Should I believe the wretched words of a trespasser in my den? Even were it so, the fire feeds me. It can cause me no harm. A wise decision. You think to ride me, the great firestorm in the moor, to meet a blustering god? If the Rathoon could not tame me, why should a little wretch like you fare better? Will you, wretch? Or will you scream for mercy within my flames?
I'm massively underleveled for this. This is like a really bad idea.
Need something stronger. Beyond sick.
No one noticed this, right?
That word. Another attack, Cap. Be on sick. Can't make a dent.
Just all that worth and raw. Lava beyond sick.
That word and rock. Me too. Lava beyond sick.
All that.
It kind of is a waste of an empower to do this, but this isn't really being done too seriously.
Need something stronger. Just a little blood. That word and rock.
Lava. Face my flames. Stare your death. in its flickering eyes.
That's it!
All thick, worth and raw.
Back on your feet, Sarah.
All
Ah, hell.
thick, worth and raw.
This is futile!
Come on, Conti, what the fuck's going on? Where's my... That's a vine lurker. I guess he must have gotten taken out when I got dropped.
This thing isn't doing the job.
May Margaret feast on your soul, you traitorous creature!
Men, all thick, worth and raw.
Retrieve the talk, Kiss. You have earned this honor.
Just like that. All thick, raw hell.
We had some good times.
My lantern flickers. Yeah? That hardly seems fair.
Kill them all!
Oh, good. Hit me again and I'll hit you back.
Lava will be on sea.
That's how you take that motherfucker out. But not that it's worth all that much, it's just mostly stuff for crafting. That was an okay haul, but nothing really major. Alright, well, we're gonna run the hell out of here. I've got it quick saved, so just in case. Now, you might have noticed you don't have to take that dragon down, but I just decided to just because.
Insufferable. Take a brush to that pirate of yours before he sheds his fur all over my things.
Yeah, cry me a river, Council Hot.
Eothas will take what remains of your soul.
All right.
Kith? To returning victory from the lair of the Ancient. I misjudged you. You are one of a kind among Kith. You are without the Brenthis, so I must assume she has returned to the Ever Flame. What became of the Ancient? Jorda Fairless. Triumph will be nigh impossible without her.
What makes you think something happened to her?
This one be all yours, Cap.
You will answer me, Kith, without trickery or lies. Impossible! A flame as bright as the Ancients cannot be so easily extinguished. I was a fool for trusting you. Have you any fathom of the doom you have wrought us? You shall explain, or forthwith perish on the end of my mace.
Alright, well, shit. Well, that could have gone better. Oh well, whatever. I don't care. Not that it really matters, because frankly, well, you'll see why. You know, this really does remind me of the D&D games back in the day. This kind of shit tended to happen fairly often. Actually, I think I will use
Folks. Lost the light!
Everything hurts, savvy?
You know
oh,
you
come on,
reek
get
of
some
that
power going.
hagfish you carry.
Oh, fuck.
Do it at once.
Beyond sick.
Just like me.
That's it.
Beyond seek. Darkness flows in the light.
Fuck, my people are getting pounded like really fucking fast. It's almost like they're angry or something.
Just a little blood.
Can't take much more.
There we go. Console Hot's
Dropping
hammer.
like flies. Lavaru beyond seek. Didn't work. I'll stick words and raw.
Something sharper.
No prisoners.
Mowing. Just like
That's bad news.
yes. All things must come to an end. Even me. That dog won't hunt.
Leave it.
Okay, one more rest.
Why is your ignorant farmer winking at me?
Well, this wasn't the peaceful and diplomatic way that you're probably
I trust
supposed to do this, but I'm alive, they're not. Good enough for me.
I'll see it done.
Washer. What? 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 Washer.
The time does not allow for niceties. Even now, Eothas gains strength from the spire. What progress have you to report? It is the fool that fights an ally during the hours of chaos before a victory. A battlefield can change in the blink of an eye, or the rattle of a dying commander's last breath. The Rathun were not fit to serve their purpose. Thus it is of inconsequential matter to me. Presently, I shall erupt this volcano, and with it, consume Eothas. I suggest you retreat if you at all value your mortal form. I formed the Rathun to serve, to ward against Kith in order to safeguard Ukaizo. Now they have served me. Whether they served me well whilst living, their sacrifice brought precious seconds for my coming victory against Eothas. As shall yours. Fare thee on, Watcher. My condolences, should you die.
Yeah, the gods are complete and utter fucking assholes. But you knew that already. And now...
You're certain he wanted us all to come?
Have you ever seen anything so awe-inspiring? Behold the power of my god!
I figured there'd be other people saying shit, but whatever.
Watcher, I wasn't sure you'd make it. But there is enough of you in me to grasp that you had a better chance than most. Some would say it's because you have a strong soul. Great deeds come easily to one so spiritually blessed. Or have you become great because of what has been thrust upon you? Watcher of Cadnua, Herald of Berith, Hound of Eothas.
Oh my god. You're really, this can't.
I see you, Shoti. I am glad that we could meet, even if it is under quite unpleasant circumstances.
This is really happening, right? Gon, your humble priestess is before you. Please, tell me what you require of me. How do I save more lost souls than I can carry in one lifetime?
I know that you have undertaken a noble mission, but I will tell you what I told the Watcher. You need not fear for the lost souls of this world. As for you, Watcher, why is it you believe you have made it this far?
Yeah, good enough.
As would we all.
Excuse me.
But you have come a great distance for answers. What would you ask of me, Watcher?
That we have. And I got a request. Down here. Gon, look how full my lantern is. I've been harvesting day and night for you, my god.
My dear Shodi, I do not mean to diminish your presence here. But this is a question that the Watcher needs to answer. He alone was tasked with pursuing me. The gods have placed him in this fire. It is only right that we speak together now.
Gotta be this one.
When I am finished here, you may have it back. Though you may find the process not painful, but traumatic nonetheless. But you have come here for other answers. Why I have returned, where I am going. Am I answering to you, or to Berith? And it would seem even she whose presence shakes the heart of this mountain needs to know. Margaret fears what I will do, just as she feared what I would do in the Deerwood. But this time, there is no power on Eora or in all of hell to stop me. Understand that what I'm saying is neither a boast nor a challenge. It is the clearest statement of truth I can give you, give Berith, in the hopes of dissuading you from taking actions that may harm others.
What are you gonna do?
Force gods and mortals alike to open their eyes to one another. It seems my sister does not like the sound of that. I want to return the gods to our original purpose, and to allow mortals to worship us, or ignore us, for what we are, not what we pretend to be.
Shodi gasps sharply, for once too stunned to blurt out a response. Her eyes are wild, with too much white showing, when she glances from Eothas to you.
Whatever you're doing, there's gotta be a better way.
When I entered Widewin, I did so with the intention of illuminating the history of Anguith. I wanted to show all the nations of the Eastern Reach the machines we had used to create ourselves. How we had hidden our true nature from mortals for millennia. But even if I had succeeded, my words would have been easy to deny. Belief creates the foundation upon which a mind's reality is built. Some minds can never let go of that foundation. They would rather hold tight to the world in their mind than accept what they're being told. We began with a dream that if we provided guidance to mortals, each generation of souls would grow stronger. And if the souls grew stronger, societies would become better, moving ever closer to achieving the potential we believed all mortals have within them. Over 2,000 years have passed. Hundreds of generations have been born, lived, and died. If the world has improved under our guidance, mortals should be prepared to understand the truth. If they have not improved after all of this time, then we have utterly failed in our aims, and there should be a reckoning of our faults. The time has come for a new covenant between gods and mortals. One forged in the light of truth and understanding between our kind. I will leave this place and go to the lost city the Huana call Ukaizo. It is there that all souls pass through the machines of the gods, where all souls pass into the beyond before beginning their next life. When I reach that place, I will find our great machines and tear them to pieces. I will smash the great wheel until the lights of hell all gutter and die. And when my work is done, I will leave this world forever.
More destruction. You're tearing the whole world apart because you can't make peace among yourselves.
Adair, there will never be peace among mortals, so long as they are unwittingly manipulated by the gods. The divine enslavement that Woodica reveres perpetuates ignorance, chaos, and violence across the world. I only wish to destroy the darkness that surrounds the gods, that you may better see us for what we are.
That's insane. I hope Magron explodes 2 volcanoes on you for good measure. Guess that's one way to get a response.
I'm surprised Magron is reacting this way. I would have thought she would appreciate a trial of this magnitude, one that tests us all. Both gods and mortals alike rely on the wheel. We depend on it for the souls that give us power. Mortals depend on it for the lives of future generations. Breaking it will force all of us to face the truth. We will fail together or move forward together. Either ending is preferable to the cycle we still find ourselves in.
So, yep, Eothas is going...
Wait! Before it's too late, you gotta take the souls I harvested for you.
They are not for me to take. Shodi, you are their guardian now. You are their protector. You have taken responsibility for them, and only you can decide their fate. Once again, the gods have put you in a precarious position, Watcher. Considering all the troubles I have put you through, the least I can do is protect you from the wrath Magrin has intended for me. Don't thank me yet. This will be particularly difficult for you, Watcher.
Guys and gals, we are literally being touched by the hand of God right now.
Where's the
Despite
smack her
herself,
option?
Shodi squeals. Trembling, she sways on her feet as if she might faint.
I was gonna say, where's the smack her option?
Hey, Eothas, we're not done here. You and I, we're not finished. Don't think you can just move me aside like all the rest. Maybe you can't be stopped. But on behalf of everyone you've trampled, betrayed, and ignored, I'll be coming to see you again.
Perhaps we will meet again, Adair. Until then, take care of the Watcher.
Eothas' great hand floats away from the luminous Audra pillar. As it pulls back, for a brief moment you see a golden tether flash into existence between the pillar and the great Titan's back. When the Audra fingers gently cradle you, there is first a sensation of warmth, but it is followed by a harsh splitting of consciousness. Your awareness vacillates erratically between the physical world and the spiritual dimension of Eothas' body. Your soul glides amid the many trapped with Eothas. As your brilliant form passes by them, they call and reach out for help. Below Eothas' body, the volcano erupts. Molten rock rushes over the great Audra body, but does not slow its movement. Rathun rush to higher ground, but cannot outpace the lava, which overwhelms and consumes them as it rises. Your attention returns to the heart of Eothas' body. Deep within the whirling masses of souls, you again sense your own presence, the fragment that was taken from you. This time, you reach out to it as it reaches out to you. You meet somewhere in the great mass of Audra, the rest of the souls fading at the edge of your awareness. We are together again. Are you ready to be together again? Are you certain? Since we've parted, you've become someone else, and I have become myself. When we join, we won't be ourselves anymore. Your senses yank back to your body, still in Eothas' hand. There is light, sunlight. He has emerged from Ashen Maw, the rim of the volcano and the great keep of the Rathun collapsing behind him. The Audra is barely visible through the thick lava covering his body, and still, he moves. The ocean is gone, water sucked away, leaving only the bare seabed glistening in an ominous silence. You summon the strength to turn your head. Through the cracks in the great god's fingers, you see a wall of water, taller than Nekataka, taller than Eothas, as tall as the moon. It comes with the rumbling of a terrible stampede. The wave slams into Eothas. His hand closes, protecting you from the devastation. Somewhere in your mind, you hear Andra screaming. You are back inside him. Back with yourself. Are you still the same Watcher who returned the lost souls of the Deerwood to their intended bodies? A light shines within the soul as it observes you, waiting. I am. Good. Then this should be easy. You feel cool air, seawater. The back of your mind pulls your attention back to your body. Eothas stands amid the now calm waves. Kraken futilely clinging to his limbs as he gingerly sets down your ship with one hand. He carefully opens his other, setting your body on the deck. As your head comes to rest, Your vision rocks forward, pulled back into the Audra, back to your soul.
Excuse me.
Some of us is lost to him. Fragments and the empty spaces between them. They will always be a part of him. But we are still us. And it's time for us to go. Together. The soul rushes toward you, flying into you with ferocious speed. You are thrust back through the Audra, out of the palm of Eothas' hand, back into your body. You can feel the sensation of your skin, the warmth of the Audra, but you are not fully in control. The other soul struggles to reach the surface of the body's consciousness, but you pull it down. Entangled, you float in a dark, boundless expanse. The more you fight each other, the closer you become, until somehow, impossibly, every piece of you is touching every piece of them. Through the distant window of your eyes, you see Eothas push slowly against your ship. Though his touch is light, it is still the touch of a god. The ship lurches, rapidly tearing across the water southward. His hand pulls away from your ship's wake, his body straightening, towering overhead. The volcanic rock, now cooled and gently steaming, sloughs from his body as he moves. The Audra beneath is still immaculate, unmarred. He watches you depart, and you hear a voice in your mind as you sink deeper into the blackness of sleep.
Tell them what you have witnessed, Watcher. Tell them what is coming.
The windows of your eyes retreat into the distance. The fragment of your soul is so close to you in the darkness that you can't tell if its thoughts are separate from your own. Eothas is going to Ukaizo? He's going to stop the wheel? Eothas is going to Ukaizo. Eothas is going to Ukaizo. He's going to stop the wheel. The words repeat in your mind until they become an incessant, meaningless mantra. Involuntary meditation in the emptiness of your unconscious. When the words finally dissolve and become part of the darkness, you see a pinpoint of light. You no longer sense the other soul. No longer sense the person you were before Eothas touched you. You swim toward the light. As you come closer, the light becomes two blurry spots of radiance. You settle in behind your eyes and feel your lips already moving, mumbling. Around your body you sense familiar scents and sounds, voices raised in shock and alarm. You take control of your mouth, opening it wide and drawing a great breath.
Damn it. Pretty crazy shit.
Are we simply going to wait? What if he never wakes up?
Are those frilled collars stuffed in your ears? If the Watcher's mumblings are right, then Eothas is marching on Ukaizo. We have to move. He's seizing power from the very gods who betrayed him. Destroying the wheel to make sure they never come back. It's a coup, and we have to muster the strength to stop it.
The unraveling of Kohopa from Tangaloa is our greatest test from the gods, I say. We must live to deserve the world they make for us.
I'm fine, not that anyone asked.
You bear witness to the work of the gods. It seems they are not finished with you yet.
You know, every time you come back from the dead, it's a little less exciting. You gotta space it out more.
Join our talks, I say. Rational discussion will gust away the ominous smoke rising from Ashen Maw. The Deadfire is no stranger to cataclysm. We can survive by cleaving to a shared purpose, a greater good, Akira.
That's basically the Huana philosophy. Pretty much all of them in a tribe work together for the whole tribe rather than individualism. Of course, it kind of does fuck the Raparu over when there's too many of them, but shit happens.
For what else did the gods place us here? We who have ships and resources enough to make a difference.
What we need is brass. Rawatai has ships and cannons aplenty, but the only way I'm sending them is if...
Ships have formed the blockade around Queen's Birth. Their commander demands parley with Serpent's Crown.
What? But what about our ships? I must get a message through to the captains.
For what do our enemies paint a target on their hull? This is a stirring bid for my attention. Send word to my water shapers to drain the sea around the flagship. I would parley on better terms than this.
My queen! They fly the colors of pirates! The Principe are...
Well, what have we here? Forgive me, lovesome, but it looks like you're having a party. A rather fine one to which you didn't invite me.
You painted vagrants are a plague on my tribes. Why should I not hang you from the walls of my garden?
You should be asking yourself how they got in here in the first place.
Oh, I do love when they squabble. But I'm here for neither pleasantries nor entertainment. We've bigger fish to fry. Or should I say gods? Now everyone just calm down. I promise we won't fire on you at this time. Unless firstly provoked. That is, until once we've safely absconded from the city back to the high seas. Then all bets are off again, aye?
Yes, well, if you have a point, pirate, I suggest you reach it quickly.
We're supposed to take a bunch of pirates at their word?
Right you are. However, I'm here because I've got questions, ones that can't wait. And the Lovesome Watcher's the only one likely to answer them nicely.
Perkamplanka, this is nonsense. I have no intention of letting Ukaizo fall into the hands of plunderers and thieves.
Ukaizo? What's the lost city of gold got to do with a god on a rampage? Well, fuck if that doesn't put things into perspective. But what's that even mean in the long run? Folks who die won't be coming back again. This is all dark and foreboding sounding. But what's it mean for my soul? I mean, I like the idea of pirating throughout the Great Beyond as much as the next gal. But if, say, I got no awareness after I die, does it even matter what happens?
Ak, of course you have no interest past that of your eyes and your stomach. Let us speak now of what can be done. Must be done. Watcher, you know best of all of us what our options are.
The Huana made compacts with the gods on Lost Ukaizo. Anything can happen on the shores of our ancestors. I say it is a place where mortals can reach beyond themselves, do freely what animancers struggle to dream.
We have to act quickly. Defending Ukaizo is the highest priority. Our ships are fast and well-equipped. We could sail to the edge of Andra's mortar. See if Eothas' passage opens a way through the storms. Of course, finding Ukaizo once we're through is another matter. That's so. You just might be able to save us.
We speak of collectively sailing for Andra's mortar, but this crown will not support any plan that involves a single outsider ship landing on the shores of Ukaizo. It is for this moment that the gods test me. Anyone who seeks to cross Andra's mortar will learn that the gates of Ukaizo are the end of compromise with the Huana.
I think I'm getting the gist of it now. While these witless princocks go at each other's throats, we Principi will cut through the storms and plunder the City of Gold. Whatever Eothas is seeking in those ruins, we'll find it, and then we'll sell it to the highest bidder. That, or me and mine will have front row seats to the end of the world.
If the Huana cannot take back our beginning, then our end fast approaches. The gods will judge us by our devotion to Ukaizo.
Are you going to guard it as closely as you've guarded your palace today? Ukaizo was yours once, and you lost it. Meanwhile, the storms that cover Andra's mortar plague Rauatai too. We will help the Watchers stop Eothas, but we will not leave our country's future in soft hands. We hope the Watcher agrees.
Watcher, there are two kinds of people in the Deadfire. Those who have called it home since time immemorial, and opportunists. With Ukaizo under our control, the Huana would restore order as it has not been seen since the days of our ancestors.
Ak, order. And the only question is whether it will be the order of ignorance and tradition, or else of conquest. The secrets to be found in Ukaizo could elevate us all beyond the telling. I will not relinquish that dream so easily.
Watcher, I say the time to play at freelancing is at an end. Any of us could get you to Ukaizo, but only one of us will stand by your side.
And this is where the factions,
while we have the chance,
where the factions really start jockeying for you to join them and do everything for them. But I was planning on doing the Valian one this time, so that's going to be what it's going to have to be. But I'll talk to him real quick.
I say it is not every day that a ship pulls into port from Margaren's teeth. You are not too singed, I hope. Our enemies scramble for Ukaizo, dropping all pretense of strategy in their panic and haste.
Okay, yeah, I don't care about your bullshit, so I'm going to go up here. I believe there's something going on at the Water Shapers Temple. That's going to be my next quest, because that's actually, well, let's just say it's a pretty good idea to do this one, no matter which side you take. And I think the Queen assigns it to you. After I get the quest from her, I'm going to go ahead and call it right here, because, you know, getting a little long, so... Well, not as long as it usually gets, but still. And this is a pretty heavy episode to digest.
Every corner of the Deadfire babbles of the devastation from Margaren's teeth. And Eothas marches on Ukaizo while I juggle armloads of enemies. This is no coincidence. Nagati is testing me, I say. If I am not, then Nagati will close her jaws around me. I will live to taunt her and keep my people safe. If you have spent any time in the Deadfire at all, the myth of lost Ukaizo can be no mystery. Akira, you have the right of it. some of us would see its purpose restored. They say the beaches of Ukaizo spanned impossible horizons, and its towers graced the light of distant stars. At night, I even... But it is nothing. Akira, since I was a child.
Do your dreams ever wake you in the dark of the night? To find yourself trembling and tangled in blankets soaked with sweat? Do you ever open your eyes, feeling both fearful and sick?
Curious company you keep, Watcher.
No? Just me then?
When I close my eyes, I stand before the gates of Ukaizo. There are always 3. For what would there be 3 gates? I do not say I am meant to go, but the gods. They want the Huana to return and reclaim what we lost. For what do the tribes not fight each other? For what are we united if not to take back lost Ukaizo? Under Wodika's gaze do we keep order. Atop Nagati's seas are we tested. From Ikuhu's bowels do we carry wisdom back to the tribe.
You sure that's wisdom?
Revelation comes from unlikely places, soldier. I say you should have learned this on the battlefield. The gods want this for us, I say. We have come this far to restore order and earn back our empire. So, Watcher, do we unite and sail for Ukaizo? I hope we don't stand around wasting each other's time. Busy yourself making up your mind. I will make preparations to launch an advance force, with or without you.
Okay, well, maybe she doesn't give that one up. I guess I'll just take myself down to the Water Shaper's temple and see if I can trigger it that way. And that'll make a good stopping point. But yes, as you can see, all of the factions are going to start basically trying to convince you to help them. The Principe obviously want to leave Ukaizo.
Delayed your death.
For someone who talks so much, you seem to care about very little.
Oh, apologies, lad. Didn't realise we'd be only ever speaking of subjects deep and meaningful.
Oh, don't strain yourself on my account.
Damn it. And of course, I got the burnt fucking book in my inventory. No, she's not speaking. You blame mortals when a god is the one sowing chaos. Barris put me here, so I guess the gods are doing something right.
If you desire answers, look no further. I have several.
I can ask her about
Wodika nods stiffly.
Yeah, I can ask her about Ukaizo later. I'm not going to do that right now, because I'm trying to get to my stopping point.
But there's skill out there. Will no one help me?
Perhaps in a day or two.
Leave it to me. Well, as you wish.
Okay, so what the hell is the problem here? There we go. That was weird.
Tekehu, you have shirked your duties for the last time, I say.
Guildmaster, be reasonable. I skipped one lecture to travel up the mountain. Still, the palace is closed until you present me before Onikaza.
You went alone. I asked for patience, but as usual, you make a trench out of a tide pool.
This should be over soon. My patience wears thin, old shark. You have stifled me enough for one trip through Rakuhu's bowels.
I say Ngati weeps at her petulant spectacle of a child.
Ikera, the significance is clearer to some than others.
For a water shaper who treasures his duty to the goddess, you spend too many days cavorting at the brothel.
Ugh, insufferable. Did you need something? Or is it enough to bask in perfection? Ikera, I sent the prince a missive and heard nothing back. He is a busy warrior in a time of peace, I say. A watcher? And here I am, used to being the freak of Pariki's overlook. What does a watcher do? Ikera, just so. I say I am no sailor, and I know even less about death. I am an artist. My peers do not understand. Water shaping to them is like studying calligraphy, to brew ink and sort parchment. The tide brings unexpected gifts. You are not unknown to me, I say. Whispers of an Adra Colossus reach my ears, and louder whispers of a corpse who follows him. What will you do when you catch up to this walking god?
Doing that.
For me, there is not enough rum in the Deadfire to even consider it. If it untangles me from the guild's apron strings, then you can mount me as the figurehead of your fair ship. Our quarters may smell of fish before long, but your crew will be more beautiful by association, I say.
No one's ever called me beautiful before.
Lead on. It will be good to put some distance between myself and the guild, even if we find... A fair warning, Captain. Ngati gifted her favorite son with more than his stunning complexion. Ikera, I say you will learn.
Okay, well, we're gonna keep him in reserve. He's another whatchamacallit, sidekick. Alright, well, anyway, we're gonna call that right there. We'll have to talk to the guildmaster and see what's going on around here. And when that happens, we will do something very important for our journey to Eothas. You don't have to do this, of course, but it does make things somewhat easier. Alright guys, I will see you next time.